Hi and welcome to creativebrain.co.uk's third Braincast. Today we're just going to be revisiting a couple of the features of the N96 phone, namely the camera option, and also to go into the mobile TV software, so we can talk about some of the interesting settings that we managed to find. Whilst we're just going into the mobile TV, what it tries to do the first time is search for program guides. Obviously, because the N96 TV service isn't available in the UK at the moment, we can't actually show you that, but whilst that's scanning for guides, we're just going to quickly go on about the actual battery. One of the questions you're asked is, can the N96 accept an extended battery? Now, the issue with extended batteries is normally they're quite a little bit taller than the batteries that come with the phone. In the Nokia N96's case, you get a BL5F battery, which is about 950 milliamps. What you'll notice as well is at the back, once the cover's been removed, is that you've got the camera lens sticks out slightly. It's probably a couple of millimeters away from the actual case. The battery itself is slightly raised above the lip here of the case, but it's in line with this, the back part of the actual battery, the casing. The actual back cover as well is around about 4 millimeters thick from the actual lip. But obviously, I don't know if you can make this out on the kind of the video. You also see that it then goes downwards. So obviously you've got the lip here, which is about 4 millimeters, and then it goes downwards, and then that obviously then fits in snugly to the back of the phone. With the extended battery, we can say they can fit one. This will probably be slightly higher than that, possibly in line with the camera lens itself, which is going to cause this effect. So I don't know if you can make this out. You'll probably see that the lens is going to be kind of like impeded by the actual back cover, so they'll probably have to have a specially designed back cover. But obviously that will probably still impede slightly on the lens itself. But anyway, hopefully you've been able to visually see that now. You can also see some images on our website which shows you the back of the phone as well, so you can see for yourself if it could accept one. We'll probably kind of guarantee that Nokia will provide some version of the N96 with an extended battery. They did that with the N95 obviously, but we'll just basically have to see really when it's finally released in October to see if anything's changed with the battery side of things. But obviously while we've been talking about that, we're just going into the live TV software now. The thing that we wanted to discuss about is the settings option, because inside the settings option it seems that you can set a time reserve for recording. So that kind of like speaks to us that you can actually record the live TV programs onto the internal storage. Obviously don't quote us on that, it's just something that obviously it looks like you can possibly do. The other thing that we also saw as well is that you can subscribe to channel packages. So again, that kind of like says to us that you might be able to kind of subscribe to specific digital TV services, which we think is going to be really cool. Like I said, it's just a pity that the service isn't going to be in this country till next year or possibly 2010. Going back to the actual another question that we were asked on the comment system is about the pen symbol. Obviously that's been removed from the N96 as it is on most modern Nokias, but the pen symbol has been replaced by the hash symbol. So for example, if you go into messaging and just do a quick bit of text, what you can do now, hold down the hash symbol and then you get use your D-pad. With the hash symbol still held down and you've selected an individual or the whole sentence with your D-pad, you then get a copy function come up, so you just press the button below it. You can then move to the side, hold down the hash key, and then the paste symbol comes up. As you can see, you can just copy and paste. You can also copy and paste between applications as well, so it's not just limited to copying and pasting within the application you're in at the moment. The thing we mentioned as well, we probably discussed this in a previous braincast, is about the keypad itself. It's relatively responsive, the keypad, but what we did notice is the actual lip of the phone does slightly impede on the top row of keys, so we have to angle our thumb in slightly to actually press the keys. It would have been a little bit better if they'd actually pushed this down slightly, but it's still relatively comfortable to use. But obviously we are starting to find this is starting to impede our typing now. But it's, like I said, it's not a major issue, it's just something that you get used to. The other thing we found as well is, we talked about this before, the little stand at the back. We've been mainly using the phone like this with the stand, but the other thing we've discovered the other day, which we should have kind of like discovered ages ago, is that you can also use the stand in a portrait mode as well. So the stand will support the landscape as well as the portrait. This is quite useful for kind of like speakerphone conversations, so it's quite useful for that sort of thing. So let's just close that down. Finally, we'll just go on a little bit about the camera. Let's just have a look here. You've got obviously your dual LEDs here. That's for like a kind of a light as well as your flash. You've also got the Carl Zeiss 5 megapixel, it's the Tessar lens. So you've got the autofocus and you also got the video stabilizer. That's just for kind of when you're taking video shots and it doesn't kind of like, it's hard to explain, but when you're taking videos and you're kind of like moving around, it kind of tries to eliminate that kind of like juddering kind of motion. So when you're actually viewing your videos back, they look kind of like still stable. So that's quite useful for kind of like for sports type things. The options on the right hand side when you go into the camera, standard Nokia stuff really. You've got switch to video mode, you've also got loads of scene modes, so you've got auto, user defined, close-up mode for macro shots, portrait, landscape, sports, night mode, night portrait. You can obviously use the camera here on the front as well. You've got the flash modes, you've got about 4 flash modes. You've got automatic, you've got on, you've got red eye, you've also got off. You've also got the self timer. You've also got the sequence mode. That's so you can take things like shots in either single shot or burst, or you can set it to do 10 seconds of captured images or up to about 30 minutes. You've also got your colour tones adjustment. You've also got the show viewfinder grid, so you can just see up on the screen here you get like a grid come up. You've also got white balance. That's pretty useful, so you can set either the white balance for automatic, sunny outdoor conditions, cloudy, incandescent or fluorescent lighting, so it adjusts it. I don't know if you can see the tones changing slightly on the screen. That's technically now compensating for the light. You've also got your exposure compensation, and you've also got your sharpness, so you've got hard, normal and soft, and you've also got your contrast adjustment and also your ISO light sensitivity, which is technically your shutter speed. This goes up to ISO value 800. Oh, you've also got ISO value auto. When you've actually taken a camera shot, you get a couple of extra options will appear. We just quickly do that. You'll also notice the autofocus is quite quick actually on this phone. As you can see, that's now taken the autofocus, and that's the image taken. Like I said before, a couple of extra icons appear when you've taken a shot or a video, so you can now go into, you can send this via kind of a mail message, share it online, add it to an album. You can also set it to as wallpaper, or you can also set it to your contact as well. Same with the kind of like the video as well. You've got the same kind of options once you've taken it. The symbol when you go into the video on the right is also showing that the video stabilizer is up and running. You've also got, like I said, you've also got the backlight as well, or the little LED light, so you can just see that. You might be able to see that on there. That's the light for the video. that's basically it really. We're bringing you some more braincasts soon, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.